Hey, Zach. How's it going? Hey, Danny. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That is good enough. Let's go for it. Yes. So full disclosure here, right? I have been playing off stream, and I think I want to start a new one instead of just jumping back into this one, which is like, I don't know, 2/3 done or something like that. See how things go. I think I can do that. Hopefully it doesn't overwrite my entire game. Oh, it will. So no, I have not beaten it. Eh, that's okay. All right, let's do it. I could probably just create a new profile on the home page or whatever, but no, that's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So again, like a good question is where do I put my camera here in the relation to the screen? We'll figure it out. Open your eyes. 100% Breath of the Wild, yeah. I mean, quite frankly,
Open your eyes.
I have been obsessive about
Wake
the
up, Link.
shrines. So I have done a ridiculous amount in my first playthrough here. My kids are like, "How are you, so good at this? You've never played it before." I'm like, "I've been playing Legend of Zelda since the original. Like, I've been playing other games that have first and third person and running all over the place. Like, I don't know, man. How can you figure out the shrine so fast? I don't know. It's a puzzle." Been playing, Portal and all the others for literal decades at this point.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
Woo. My favorite part of this was when my daughter started this and I was like, she's like, "Wait, what?" Ha ha ha, he's got a switch. Nothing useful, right? Okay. Yep, I gotcha. It's not very effective. Oh.
Hold the Sheikah slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
So I had to get my British residency permit
Link,
when we first moved here.
you are the light.
And so I
Our
went to the
light.
office, which
That
is
must shine
like
upon Hyrule once again.
inside a library. I was like, that's kind of
Let
interesting.
go.
It was just this random post office. And I was like, all right, let's go find, or let's just go do this. I got it done, and then I was walking out the door, and the librarians were chatting about Legend of Zelda, and I was like, so I hear about this. I hear you're talking about Zelda. And they were talking about Tears of the Kingdom, and I was like, so what do you recommend for a first, like, I've, I've played Link to the Past, didn't really do 64, and I'm like, I'm thinking about Tears of the Kingdom, but at the same time, there's all the other ones for the Switch. And they were like, Breath of the Wild, absolutely 100% do that first. And I was like, alright. And I love that they use this model for the old man. So it is absolutely the same model as Zelda 2, which was actually my introduction into the Zelda series. So yeah, you can imagine Zelda 2 was my first Zelda game. Woof. It was a little rough. But we did all right. My dad ended up staying until like 1 in the morning practically every night trying to figure out all of the like all the dungeons until he finally had it. Yeah, we already have a tree branch. Alright, that's fine. Whee! Clear. Alright. Enough messing around. I beg your pardon. Do believe that is my baked apple. You just can't go around taking whatever you please. Forgive me, I couldn't resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple on an open flame make for a succulent treat. It is a bit strange to see another soul in these parts. Who are you? Me? I'll spare you my life story. Just an old fool who's lived here alone for quite some time now. What brings a bright-eyed young man to a place like this? Where are we? Answering a question with a question. Fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. According to the legend, this is the birthplace of the entire kingdom of Hyrule. That temple there, long ago it was the site of many sacred ceremonies. Ever since the decline of the kingdom 100 years ago, it sat abandoned in a state of decay. Yet another forgotten entity, a mere ghost of its former self. It's a torch. Well then, just help yourself to that torch there. Now how, may I ask, are you planning to use it? Set things on fire. It's rather unnerving. Please be cautious with that around any dry grass that might catch fire. Yes, as I have definitely caught fire as well. You know, there are plenty of monsters in this area. A torch would make a good weapon if need be. However, do not swing it around without purpose. You must face your opponents and lock your sights on them. Reasonable. Do-do-do. Woodcutter's axe. Oop. Ah.
Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
What map? There you go. Woo! Alright. So we got that marked. Oops. Okay. You hear a woman's voice. You could have no possible idea who that is. Alright. So my first playthrough, it was kind of interesting. I didn't know about these things. I didn't even approach them. But on my first playthrough, I came up here, you know. I'll take that. I took that, I came up here, and the absolute first thing that I did after going up here and talking with the, or maybe I can't do it yet. No, I can't do it yet. The absolute first thing I did was I found a ladder outside. Anybody who knows where that ladder goes. This was the literal first thing that I found in the entire game. Like, I don't even know that the bokoblin... I don't know that he... Well, I guess he dropped whatever club he had and stuff like that, but... Yep. First thing I did, I came up here. I'm gonna recreate that experience. I have literally no weapons except a tree branch. And now we have a bow that does 14 damage. And I believe I also jumped out of there and died, like, immediately. A lot of springs. I thought cogs were an option too. Alright. Let's not mess around too much. I will start the MSQ here for at least most of it. At least start it. I'll also take that, because I don't have a whole lot of melee weapons at the moment. Okay, and let's drop the pants. Really? Can't drop? Alright, fine. Oh, excuse me, drop your trousers. Okay. Okay. Not gonna break those. It's fine. It's probably necessary to use explosive or something. It's all good. Right. Oh. Oh, there we go. Nope, nope, nope. Whee! And the other one should have dropped stuff right about here. Oh well. Might have waited too long. Oh, nope, there it is. Okay. Yeah, Danny, I definitely don't know the speedrun strats for this one. I bet there is a version that's done in about 12 minutes or something. Any percent, let's go! Comma breath of the... Yeah. And then there's almost always, like, somebody running patches, you know, for anything that's egregiously wrong. No explosives here, looks like, so that's too bad. But what? Oh. No dry firing. Do we really have... We really have no arrows. What? Alright, well, that's too bad. I'm gonna wait for him to turn. Cool. Uh-oh. That's too bad. Ow. Alright, well, you know, fair enough. I like having a shield. I do like the addition of the fighter's bell. Sorry, not sorry. Alright, let's see. So we do... Really? Got nothing. Man. So if we can pick this up and throw it? Question mark? No. Okay. Alright, well. I know I did a number. Arrows. All of the ridiculous numbers of arrows that they missed with, and I only can find like 2. Saw one in the dirt. I didn't actually pick it up yet. Where'd it go? Oh well. That's a shame. Oop, there it is. Alright, so automatically selected. We've got 2 shots. Awesome. Alright, let's see. Alright, cool. Terrible. Oh no. Are we really gonna drown Link already? No. Okay, good. It would have been really sad. Also, we went completely in the wrong direction. EX. Right. Not particularly useful. Oh. Right, because we need to... Tower first. There we go. Already do this one? Probably. Oh, or... Yeah. Oh. Right. Sure, tree branch. There we go. A 5 arrows. Excellent. The reason why I do like finding arrows so much. Oh, really? There we go. I tend to be a sniper in most games if I'm able to. And then, of course, make sure you go and pick up your lost rounds. Great, and then there was a way to yep. So we're gonna sneak right on over here. And this has a bunch of barrels in there, so we got a nice little powder keg going. Oh. Boom. And they're both gone. Cool. Love it. Alright, now I also found out that there are some nice little explosive barrels inside that skull over there. So if we light it here and then run, I might be able to make it all the way over there with a flaming arrow. I don't know that I actually can make it all the way, but we'll go around. Get this one guy. Oops. I was really upset with this game when I first got it because I did not realize that this was also doing motion control. And so like I was just sort of twisting this around a little bit, and it looked like it was just randomly like doing the sniper thing where it's kind of like jiggling around, and I'm just like, God, this is so, I can't even like control this. It's just terrible. No, you're just not paying attention. You don't see anything. Yeah. And it's like, no, I just don't understand. And it's, the other one was I'd click the button and kind of like dip a little bit or let it go, and it just kind of naturally jerks. And it'd be like right on the money, and then I do that, and it just goes like, completely over the heads of the enemies. Like, great. Cool. Love it. I want to... I think I can... might be able to throw the club. Oh. Oop. Yeah. Fine. Oh, that's bad. Man. good one. Yeah, I mean, right? Just drop this and then get a new one later. Well, we don't need it for that guy. We also don't need the really awesome bow for that guy. Ow. Serpentine. Serpentine. I mean, I know flaming arrows would have busted it. Yeah, there we go. Fire arrows would have blown it up, but... Alright. Where else we got some arrows? Yeah. You're gonna catch a butterfly, though. Woo. Yeah, that is also something I did almost immediately, was go right into the freezing cold areas. Go snag some hot peppers and be like, yeah, I got this. Yup. Please watch for falling rocks. So, Zach, I have gone through and played the first, I don't know, 15, 20 hours, something like that, where I just basically, like, pointed myself in all of the directions to get the towers, and then to get the shrines that I could see from the towers. So I haven't done, like, I don't know, any, like, real, like, targeted story stuff. It's just kind of been like, let's go find some shrines. And I got all the magic, what do you call those, runes. I got all the runes, at least that I'm aware of, and all of the, like, I had all of the locations of the X stuff, or, like, maybe not all of them, but a whole bunch of locations that I could have gone and checked out. Yeah. So I've been to almost every region and found the towers for almost every region.
Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast.
Oh.
When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. You must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
Can we do it? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, this was the other thing that was driving me nuts, because, like, you know, I'm trying to get this, and, like, I click the button like that, and it would just do it hard enough that it would jerk it to one side or the other, or up or down, and it wouldn't actually target that. Like, it would go target something completely different. I'm like, great. You know, I'd miss it by, I don't know, 100 yards. Not even. Probably like a quarter mile. Told you I'm a sniper. Alright, what do we got? Oh no, those are way far off. Never mind. we're gonna have to reevaluate. Yeah, those are off the plateau, right? So, yep. Never mind. All right, so all right. Nope. There. That one. And maybe that one. Can't remember if this is out of the region or not, but well, no, it's within the region. Cool. And then we follow this. Within. There we go. Yep. Nope. There. We can get rid of that one. Okay. Out.
Oh!
I heard a voice. Well, now, a voice, you say? Did you happen to recognize this mysterious voice? No? I see. Well, that is unfortunate. I assume you caught sight of that atrocity in shredding the castle. That is the Calamity Ganon. 100 years ago, that vile entity brought the kingdom of Hyrule to ruin. It appeared suddenly and destroyed everything in its path. So many innocent lives were lost in its wake. For a century, the very symbol of our kingdom, Hyrule Castle, has managed to contain the evil, but just barely. There it festers, building its strength to the moment it will unleash its blight upon the land once more. It would appear that the moment is fast approaching. Well, yeah, I mean, it senses doom. Must ask you, courageous one, do you intend to make your way to the castle? Well, yeah. Had a feeling you'd say that. Here on this isolated plateau, we're surrounded on all sides by steep cliffs with no way down. If you were to try to jump off, well, No death would be more certain, or more foolish. Of course, if you had a paraglider like mine, that would be quite another story. Paraglider, you say? Piqued your interest, have I? Yes, I didn't come all soaring down here on my own feathery wings, you know? I mean, I was watching. Worry not, I will happily agree to give you my paraglider, but not for nothing. Let's see now. How about I trade it for a bit of treasure that slumbers nearby? Come, let me show you something. Do I just want to go? Come on now. See that structure there? The one shining in strange light? It began glowing the exact moment these towers rose up from the ground. I would think such a place might house some sort of treasure, wouldn't you? Treasure for the paraglider. Fair exchange, I believe. Except you're not gonna do it. 'Cause I already know. Alright, we want to do hold one. Yeah, okay. That doesn't work. Actually, that would work. Stop holding. Nope, stop holding. Hold that one. And sure. Good. Spicy. Gonna do really easy stuff here. We just need some real quick 2-heart dishes. Make it nice and easy. And sure, why not? We'll do a third on the last one. Cool. Great. Uh-oh. Sleep confirmed. Open teleportation ring. Access granted. Oh, and I guess I did beat one of the, like, troll bosses that's just out in the middle of the wilderness. I don't even remember which one it was, but it took quite a while. To you who sets foot in the shrine, I am Oman Ao. In the name of Goddess Hylia, offer you this trial. Magnesis. I wonder what it could possibly do. Hinoxes, yeah. And then I found the lake that was like rectangular. This was just the other night. I found the rectangular lake, and right next to it was one of the centaur type guys, and I was like, oh wow, this really is based on the original game. Yes, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, this was the other thing that drove me nuts, because I hadn't, this was before I realized that this did anything, was trying to target stuff with magnesis. It was like, I just don't understand. Like, why does it keep jerking around when I'm not meaning to do that? Ow. What? Oh. I mean, not the worst thing that could happen. In fact, right, if we just turn it a little bit further. Haha. Alright, next question. Is there a hidden treasure? I don't see one, but... You have proven to possess the resolve of a true hero. I am Oman Ao, creator of this trial. It's E.T. I am a humble monk, blessed with the sight of Goddess Hylia, and dedicated to those helping those who seek to defeat Ganon. With your arrival, my duty is now fulfilled. In the name of Goddess Hylia, allow me to bestow this gift upon you. In terms of Buddhism, these would essentially be bodhisattva, the spirits who stay behind once attaining enlightenment. They stay on the borderline between realities, and then usher those in who are seeking enlightenment. So they basically delay their own they retain enlightenment, but they delay their own crossing over into nirvana until everyone else in the entire world has managed to make it over to enlightenment as well, or over to nirvana as well. Seems you managed to get your hands on a spirit orb. Well done. How did you know? Clairvoyance, or just perhaps something similar. As one gets older, it can become more difficult to see what is right before one's own eyes. However, that which was once hidden from view can often be crystal clear. It's all those kids not understanding the TikToks. But perhaps that is not true for everyone. The appearance of the towers and awakening of the shrine, all connected to that Sheikah slate you carry on your hip there. What do you mean? It's been quite some time since I have seen that Sheikah slate. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. Great power of their wisdom saved this kingdom time and time again. But their ancient technology disappeared long ago, or so it is said. It is interesting, however, to think how something like that survived all this time hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places all across this land. On this plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. Bring me the treasure from each of those shrines, and I will give you my paraglider. That wasn't a deal. Oh, well, I suppose I changed my mind. I'm sure that won't be a problem for a young go-getter like you. Since I'm feeling generous, I will also teach you a trick for finding shrines. It's always best to survey the area by looking around from a high point. Yes, I got that. You joking? I'm afraid not, but do not worry, I have another little trick to share with you for your effort. Look at your map on the Sheikah slate. See the blue icons? You should recognize a cave where you woke, the shrine where you came from, and the tower. You can instantly travel using the Sheikah slate. Woo! Fine, we'll go up there. Dematerialize ourselves. And then be like, what? Surprised it took you so long. How did you... Leave an old man his secrets. Now then, I wanted you to join me up here so you could use this vantage point to search for shrines. Yes, I got that. Stick a pin, etc., etc. We got it. Pins on your map are reference points. Got it. No, I'm good. We will go back down to here. Eh. Yeah, it's actually better if we just go from here. Eastern Abbey is easy enough. Alright. Let's catch a few more butterflies if we can on the way. I know that we're going to need some butterflies. Because eventually there are some cold areas to get to. I believe the one up on the hill is actually... that one, maybe? Is in a cold area. Yeah, we totally just scared that one off. Cool. Alright. Yep. I was pretty sure that was the case. Okay. That could be clever. I mean, that is, like, the solution, but... Oh! Almost. Almost. I am happy at least that there is an autosave feature. Because I definitely have not saved yet. Yep. I also love how it's like, I will show you your shame. Out of range. Nice. Alright, yeah. Right. It's just over this wall, but I don't think I can climb this, right? Okay. Okay, good. That makes it a lot easier, because I didn't really want to go all through that again. Cheating the system, woo! Alright, we'll skip this. Get straight down into the shrine. I am Ja Baij. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. Bomb trial. Gotta love the runes. Woo! Then we go right here and yep. Oh, okay. That's no. Good news. It's not a limited thing like it was in all the rest of these games. Hey. Traveler's Claymore. Oh, right. Huh. Also works. Okay. Didn't have to do that. Okay, so I am actually here. But there is a treasure chest. No, there's a ball. Which will get us a treasure chest, I think, eventually. Whoa. Ah. Yep. Almost. Wait, what? Whee! Ah, okay. Probably didn't need to have myself in there. Oh, is that a plinth? Not just a treasure chest? No. It's just a treasure chest. Definitely not worthwhile right now. Okay, so this belongs inside of a little miniature plinth somewhere. I'm guessing up there. I don't remember this. I don't think it's gonna fit. No, boo. Alright, fine. No. Just checking. Whee. Ooh, barely. So, I mean, this goes somewhere, right? Or was it merely a tool to be viewed going back and forth to give us inspiration? Nope. Alright, let's see. It's not down here. Not here. Not here. Like, am I just being obtuse, or... I'm just literally not seeing any. Anyway. Bestow upon you the spirit orb. Ooh. Oh, durability up. Nice. I don't think I've ever seen that on a random object. So that's interesting. Okay. So let's not... That's really weird. So I found if you get the timing right, you can do this like double jump thing. It's pretty nice. Boo. Oh, well, that was a mistake. I'm a little surprised. Nope. No, no. Ugh. Ooh. Yeah, whatever. Good enough. Okay. That'll work. I forgot that's pretty much always an option. No. Keep hitting the wrong button. Alright, whatever. Take that. Bye. apple. Bees. Oh, really? Awesome. I don't give up. Nice. Okay, so note to anybody who is aspiring adventures, run those bees right through the fire. So one of the other things that I immediately tracked was the introduction and usage of a whippoorwill, which is the bird which says its name. We have them all the time, all over the place in Maryland, and we go on our family camping trip every year, and let me tell you, they were who there was one that pretty much would camp, pretty much was always nesting within about a linear distance of an acre. So, or it was residing somewhere within like a 2-acre area around where we were staying every single year. They're very loud. And they usually start somewhere about 4 in the morning. Which is great when you're on vacation. Aha. This is fine. Old Man's Diaries. Yes, definitely read it. On this desolate plateau, the only pleasure that brings me comfort is cooking. Honestly, mood. And today I outdid myself. Truly, I created the perfect dish. I call it spicy meat and seafood fry. The recipe not only restores health, but it also keeps me warm even when traveling in snowy mountains. With this dish on my side, I no longer have need of that itchy, warm doublet. Do not know how I allowed this to happen, but it seems I forgot to write down a very important recipe. I know it contained raw meat and spicy pepper. However, I simply cannot remember what else I used. Age is catching up. Sadly, on this lonely plateau, I have only my own knowledge and my memory to rely on. Still, if I did find someone who knew the missing ingredient, I would happily reward them with my warm doublet. Oh. However, it seems unlikely that such a miraculous wish will ever be fulfilled. Alright, raw meat, spicy pepper, and something else. Yay. Ah. Hello. Fancy that, so we meet again. What are you doing? I was just about to go cut down a few trees over there. We'll have to talk later. Yes? pot lid. Oh no. It's an improvised shield. Bit busy right now. Well, this tree might make for some good firewood. However, getting a tree to fall exactly where you want it is quite an art. The trick is to turn your hips so that they face where you want the tree to land. It's best to use an axe when felling trees. A sword breaks in a pinch, but you'll end up ruining the blade. Sword works in a pinch. There we go. Yeah, probably don't want to try to jump that. That looks like a camp I've never seen before. Boo. Okay, fine. Right? Yeah. Not the brightest bulb. Oh. Second you pull that off, right? Disperse. Excellent. I'm glad to see that my intuition on that one worked. Bomb arrows. Nice. Throwing spear. Chickadee. Ah. Rushroom. Thank you, Zach. Which part? don't know if there is a slightly better way to do this, but I also want to see if we can get up. Clearly not like here, but is there a nice way? No. Yeah, so our stamina is not going to allow us to make this climb over there. At least I don't think so. Let's try it. Because this is always a good idea. Do the bad thing. Well, not with that start. Not recommended during rock climbing. Okay, so we're like halfway. That's pretty good. Hey, real quick, just curiosity, you're all not hearing like doubled sound from Elgato and desktop, right? We can make it. Well, look at that. Plenty. Woo! Noise. Oh. Oops. Left enough space for it. Boo. Right. Close enough. Alright, so I did see these nice little steps that kept going up the mountain. So we're gonna use this to our advantage. Okay, temperature's still good. I know that eventually we're probably going to get up into the colder region. Most likely going to have to invoke the spicy... Oh, we didn't... No, we made one meal that had the butterfly in it. So it'll keep us warm. That one. Didn't quite make it, but alright. There is... No! Oh. That was nonsense. There is a bandana that you can find somewhere. I want to get that again, which was the climbing, like climber's bandana, which is pretty stereotypical when you're talking about like rock climbers and stuff like that. It's kind of amusing. Utter nonsense. But alright, we'll take it. It was on like a weird incline, so I think Link tried to like step and then also fell because it was like not stable footing. We just couldn't. I don't know why we couldn't like grab back onto the rock. I guess I don't know. Oh well. Well, these things happen, I suppose. All right. Now we save. Okay. In theory, let's climb straight up. Now we climb over. And drop. Get our stamina. And then go back left here. Yep. Okay, and now we should be able to top. Okay. Start on an overhang, it's pretty rough. Hey. I definitely did not take this way last time. Alright, here we go. I think I went over, like over the top of one section. And I ended up hitting the coal there. Oi. I am Owa Dame. In the name of Goddess Hylia, I offer this trial. Stasis. Great. That's not what I wanted, but alright. Hey. Cool. Oh, right. There's a cooldown timer. Okay, so we get rid of one of these crappy shields, preferably the one that's already damaged. And then we can take that one. No. Hey. Wanna be a sledgehammer. Okay, so right, this was, we're just gonna get that, and then we go and say we're gonna pick the sledgehammer, equip, and we're just gonna smack it. Okay. Again, doesn't seem like there's anything hidden here. Wonder if that's intentional, that there's nothing hidden until you get the paraglider. Because after you get the paraglider, there are definitely some hidden things. And Spirit Orb. Three? Yep. Alright, yeah, up and over. Looks like the easiest way to do this. There it is. Alright, spicy elixir. Yes, that's the only one we have. This is fine. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to make it to the next shrine. This is fine. And you're on fire. Oh, just your weapon. Okay. Yeah, there we go. I mean, it's nice and all, but, alright. Let's move. Oh, nope. Alright, that is one problem that does not go away. If you even manage to touch the water, you're dead. It's just too cold. Can't survive in this. Nope. Alright. We need to find a cooking campfire, or else teleport back. Which, I mean, teleporting back isn't a huge problem, it's just kind of a pain. Nope. That's fire. Crock leaf. Oh, yes, okay. I don't have anything to actually set a fire with. Different problem. 1 minute left. We could totally do this. Cool. Choo-choo. Damn it. Go. We're out of time. Start taking damage in a second here. Yep, there's one. Half a heart each time, I think. Made it. Nice. And a cooking fire. Whew. Oh, you're gonna go right over the... Nah. Nah. Alright, shields, toss this one. Grab the good one. better one. It's not really that good, let's be honest. Okay. Here, in order to set the cooking fire, we can take this, light that, and then light this. Yeah. Right, and then here, we can set all sorts of good stuff. Summerwing butterfly with the bokoblin horn. We can make an elixir, which does the same, like 2.5, 3 minutes, whatever. Oh, 340, okay. Spicy pepper we can do with practically anything. Mushroom and fruit, and it's spicy. Ooh. Spicy simmered fruit. That, that's way better than I deserve. I was actually expecting something like awful. Alright, so like spicy apple. Spicy simmered fruit. That's more on par. Oh, actually, that could do it. That might be a problem, but we'll try it. Nuts. Nothing. Fruit and mushroom mix, but it doesn't give us any effects at all. So I think putting 2 separate effects in there was a problem. But never mind. We got plenty of spicy peppers. Okay. 2. I think that does it for longer, but we'll see. Yes, 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Right, and then if we just do peppers by themselves. Yeah, 5 minutes. Alright, that should be good. Hey, Color Yellow. Welcome back. Thank you so much for resubscribing. If anyone is, wondering what we do, or you're new here, my name is Obi-Wan Pez. This is Simplex Pachinko. We're here, generally speaking, a couple nights a week to do math at least one night and gaming at least one night. We're trying to increase our presence a bit while we're here in England for 3 years. So, what's up? So yeah, our family moved off to England. We're in Yorkshire, which is pretty far north. And going to be spending 3 years here. Oh man, that's really tall. Oi. Enough out of you. So yeah, we're going to be spending 3 years here, and going to be trying to increase our online presence, do some cool stuff with Twitch, and yeah, see what the future is going to hold for us. We are going to be working with many of the Elements crew, so I know Zach, the 2i Pie, was / is here. Danny Highway is here. 100% completion run. Yes, yes. So, my family is also here. Otherwise, it'd be very lonely. But yeah, we're gonna be hanging out and doing some cool stuff. So, see how I hit the wrong button. Yeah, so we're going to be seeing what kind of stuff we can get up to. There's going to be some of the math research type stuff. There's going to be some just generally like trying to figure out some writing things and seeing, you know, what kind of voice I can come up with here. Which may or may not have anything to do with mathematics. We'll find out. I'm going to be doing a lot of reading just in general. And maintaining the house for the most part, so... yeah, I had you. Yeah, so the house that we're renting, you know, condo, townhome, whatever you want to call it, that we're renting is very nice. I did a stream a little while back where we did a tour, so if anyone wants to see it, it's up there. And yeah, we're just gonna hang out and have a good time, generally speaking. Also going to be doing some work with some of the other... do not fall in. Going to be doing some work with some other streamers. I know Psyche is one of our buddies from other parts of the internet. Okay, Namot. So we'll also be doing some streams, probably with, not necessarily like, you know, with her in the same sense that we were doing, you know, an Elements crew stream, but at the very least, like, you know, we did, what was that game called? There was a game that had like a free testing weekend last weekend. Yep. It's over here somewhere. It is on Steam. Stampede Racing Royale. So it's kind of a mixture of like battle royale in the form of Fall Guys and like Mario Kart. It's really weird. It was really fun, and we got to race with Psyche along with like, you know, 30 of her other people who were up there. So it was really cool just to hang out and whatnot. Yeah, we're enjoying ourselves so far. We're going to be taking a couple of trips around to, I mean, just Europe in general. But we're also going to be taking a few trips out to, like, other parts of England. I know my parents are coming eventually. We're going to go to Scotland. Spouse's family is going to try to make it down. A few different things that we're going to be doing. So, it's going to be fun. We're going to have a good 3 years. And everybody's like, oh man, you might renew. And we're like, I don't know, man. I guess. Anything's possible. But that was not helpful. Ow. Yeah. Ouch. Okay, that also hurt. You know, I'm glad it doesn't just nuke you immediately. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. I don't need a traveler spear, that's okay. So no, I'm not affiliated with the previous school. We knew that this was going to like be too hard to attempt. So in theory, if we were only here for 2 years, I could have submitted a leave of absence and then just said like, well, I'm not going to be here for 2 years, but I'll still have the position when I come back. Since we were doing 3, then it wasn't going to happen. So, the previous school, I liked being there. It was fun, but time to move on. Time to try something new. So, yeah, we're gonna, like I said, try out a few different things and see what happens. It is going to be exciting and just different. I've always been kind of like, I've always been in a position with a job that, like, had particular demands and things like that, and now I just don't. So try to I don't know, try to be my own boss, I guess, and try to figure stuff out. It's finally time for me to tell you everything. But first, you want to give me the... No? Okay. Find the spot where those lines intersect. I shall wait for you there. Please give me the paraglider. Where the 2 lines connecting the shrines would cross. There I will be waiting. Okay. So, where could that be? If we took this shrine, and the one diagonally opposite to it was Chapaich, and then here are Oadaim and Oman Ao. Approximately, it should be the Temple of Time. Imagine that. So let's fast travel to here and not freeze ourselves to death. Yeah. Yeah, so we're gonna have some friends coming, one of these random weekends. We're gonna take a trip to London, and our friends are gonna come from America, or they were planning on coming to England anyway. And we were like, absolutely, let's meet up in London, because we're not going to go there terribly often. Um, One thing that one of our friends was saying was, it's London is kind of like any other city. It's a city. If you like city life, then you'll like it. But generally speaking, if you want, something different, something with a little more character, then you're not going to want to go to London like a whole lot. No offense to London. It's nice and all, but again, you could go to New York or Paris or whatever and have kind of a similar experience, just in a slightly different language, slightly different culture, all that stuff. But like, you gotta, if you go, we went to Bayeux in France, which is on the Normandy coast, and like, there's nowhere that's quite like Bayeux, except Bayeux. It has its own culture, it has its own, like, special things that are happening, and... Rusty broadsword. It's very different compared to, like, a lot of the other places, even just around it. So, I do highly recommend visiting, if not Bayeux, then like somewhere on the Normandy coast. It's very beautiful, and very different than other places you'll get to visit in France. It has its own character. That didn't work. All right, let's get out of range. And really. Oh, because it's somatic, you gotta be able to use your hands. Opal. Oh, no. No, there was no trouble figuring out the educate. Like, so many other families have done this particular thing before. Like, there's a community of... so we're not expatriated, right? We're still American citizens, and we're just living in England. But we're most definitely, like, living as Americans here. I don't know. I guess it might be, technically, but like, my parents lived in the British Virgin Islands for 10 years. They were expats, and there was an expat community that kind of has the same, like, let's help you navigate all the craziness that's going on. Yeah, so I don't consider us expats because of what we got going on, I suppose. I don't know. You have conquered the shrines and claimed their spirit orbs. I can offer you great power. It appears you have claimed 4 spirit orbs. In exchange, we'll amplify your being. Give me stamina because I don't need actually that much heart power. At least not yet. But this will help me climb and do other stuff a lot more, so I have a feeling this is going to help me more. Yep. Finally at Hogwarts. I mean, pretty much. Like, the place that... I like how Link jumps. The place that they're going looks like it's out of... maybe not like 1500s, but... it's got that quality, like it feels old, even though it was built in the I think the original building was in the 1800s, and they've mostly either refurbished or replaced buildings, and where they replaced, it was replaced in the pretty much exact same style. Dun dun dun.
Well done there, young one.
And now we get
Now
voice
then,
acting.
The time has come to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphorus Hyrule. I was the last leader of Hyrule, a kingdom which no longer exists. The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago. It was then that my life was taken away from me. And since that time, here I have remained in spirit form. I did not think it wise to overwhelm you while your memory was still fragile. So rather than that, I thought it best to assume a temporary form. Forgive me. I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened 100 years ago. To know Calamity Ganon's true form, one must know the story from an age long past. The Demon King was born into this kingdom, but his transformation
Exposition.
into madness created the horror you see now. Stories of Ganon were passed from generation to generation in the form of legends and fairy tales. But there was also a prophecy. The signs of a resurrection of Calamity Ganon are clear, and the power to oppose it lies dormant beneath the ground. We decided to heed the prophecy and began excavating large areas of land. It wasn't long before we discovered several ancient relics made by the hands of our distant ancestors. These relics, the divine beasts, were giant machines piloted by warriors. We also found the Guardians, an army of mechanical soldiers who fought autonomously. This coincided with ancient legends, oft repeated throughout our land. We also learned of a princess with a sacred power, and her appointed knight, chosen by the sword that seals the darkness. It was they who sealed Ganon away using the power of these ancient relics. 100 years ago, there was a princess set to inherit a sacred power, and a skilled knight at her side. It was clear that we must follow our ancestors' path. We selected 4 skilled individuals from across Hyrule and tasked them with the duty of piloting the divine beasts. With the princess as their commander, we dubbed these pilots champions, a name that would solidify their unique bond. The princess, her appointed knight, and the rest of the champions were on the brink of sealing away Ganon. But nay. Ganon was cunning, and he responded with a plan beyond our imagining.
Dun dun dun.
He appeared from deep below Hyrule Castle, seized control of the Guardians and the divine beasts, and turned them against us. The champions lost their lives, those residing in the castle as well. The appointed knight, gravely wounded, collapsed while defending the princess. And thus, the kingdom of Hyrule was devastated absolutely by Calamity Ganon. However, the princess survived to face Ganon alone.
Link, you are our final hope. The fate of Hyrule rests with you.
That princess was my own daughter, my dear Zelda. And the courageous knight who protected her right up to the very end. That knight was none other than you, Link. You fought valiantly when your fate took an unfortunate turn. And then, you were taken to the Shrine of Resurrection. Here you now stand, revitalized 100 years later. The words of guidance you have been hearing since your awakening are from Princess Zelda herself. Even now, as she works to restrain Ganon from within Hyrule Castle, she calls out for your help. However, my daughter's power will soon be exhausted. Once that happens, Ganon will freely
I feel like she's been
regenerate
hanging on for
himself,
100 years. It's
and
pretty
nothing
good.
will stop him from consuming our land. Considering that I could not save my own kingdom, I have no right to ask this of you, Link. But I am powerless here. You must save her, my daughter, and do whatever it takes to annihilate Ganon. Somehow, Ganon has maintained control over all 4 divine beasts, as well as those guardians swarming around Hyrule Castle. I believe it would be quite reckless for you to head directly to the castle at this point. I suggest that you make your way east out to one of the villages in the wilderness. Follow the road out to Kakariko Village.
I have to say, in my other playthrough, I still had not made it to Kakariko Village.
Consult the map on your Sheikah slate for the precise location of
And there
Kakariko
were
Village.
well over 30 shrines
Make
that
your
I
way
had
past the twin summits
marked
of the
out.
dueling peaks. From there, follow the road as
So
it proceeds
maybe I'll do it
north.
first this time. Hit some along the way, but that's about it. Here's the paraglider, just as I promised. So if he's a ghost, was it actually here? With that, you should be able to safely fly off the cliffs surrounding this area. And I think that's it. I've told you everything I can. Link, you must save Hyrule. He's gone. Okay. Yeah, don't think we're gonna worry about Calamity Ganon at the moment. Oh. I mean, let's just go here first. Get that high up vantage point and point in the direction of the village, and then mark out any of the shrines we can see out in that direction. So, we'll see how it goes. Like I said, maybe I'll actually get to the village this time kind of first, instead of just not. Okay, so going up here. What do we have? Alright, so there is a shrine there. Nope, that's a temple. Or that's a tower. There we go. I can speak. It's fine. There's a shrine. that's the Twin Pass area. I think that might be a little far, but let's mark here and then see. Where's the village? Village is up there. Okay. So, yeah, that's not too bad. So you can't actually see anything from that mark, but can we snipe it? No. That's alright. I know where the pass is. You can see it from pretty much everywhere. Oh, bingo! Nailed it. Okay. And anywhere else that we want to go? No, that's too far. Anywhere close? Okay. Let's not get too close to the edge. Oops. Alright. So, get that one. Here. Get that one too. Okay. I want to say there's a shrine in these woods somewhere. Or, actually, there is a climbable tower here, but I think I might need one more. I might need one more stamina boost in order to make it work. That's not what I want. There we go. Okay. So let's head on down to this tower here. Ooh. Right over the Bokoblin camp. This is fine. Yeah, okay. Not even a reaction. Man. This is an extreme distance, so a little too far. Did not complete the Koroks. Yeah. Well, I don't blame you for not completing the Koroks, because... wow. Ugh. Really? Coming? Going all the way around? Roasted bird drumstick. From where I threw the thing down and it killed a bird? Yeah, that's what I thought. Why? Anyway. Soup ladle. Yum. You know, I never thought to use a soup ladle as a weapon, but, yeah, it's just... Psh. Spear, rusty claymore. All right. Hey, Braylon. Yeah, it's gonna be a little more challenging. uh, but anyway, how you doing? There's one of these that I got on one of those crossbars, and you just can't get it down. It was very sad. Don't want to lose arrows needlessly. Right. Okay. So this thing, we can get up on top of that tower and then jump over, and then we only have to climb a tiny distance instead of climbing a huge distance. Statistics, yeah. Really. Yeah, statistics for me was pretty hard. Just because it's a different way of thinking. Completely different from everything else. Ah, that one right there. That tower is a terribly evil, evil tower. Around it are a whole bunch of guardians. And you have to, like, pick your way up without getting targeted by them. A wild boar. Let's see, what's over here? Right, that's the tower we want to get to. And then also have a couple more things here. Okay, cool. Ruins. let's go to blue first. This shrine here. Flying directly over your head. Just birds. Woohoo. That's what the snippy sounds. Like that. No idea what it is, but... Oh. Ow. Jerks. Bye-bye. Shopkeepers get fewer customers on rainy days, but that's sometimes the best time to go shopping. You know why? Because that's when they bring out their special goods. You never know what they keep on hand as an added incentive. Wooden mop. Nice. Let it go, guys. Come on. There. Nope, you really think I'm still in battle. Alright. Alright. Yep, I'm that guy. Hey, you've got some gall waking up a sleeping stranger. Show a little respect. Alright, fair. I don't believe I've made your acquaintance. Name is Beetle, but you can call me... let's just stick with Beetle. Even if you can forget my face, you can remember me by my beetle-shaped backpack. It's true. Despite these dangerous times, you'll find me traveling all over Hyrule to fulfill your shopping needs. I stock many special bugs and must-have items for travelers, and I always charge a fair price, or my name's not Beetle. I'll also buy all sorts of things. if you're in need of rupees. Gemstones in particular fetch a high price. How can I help you today? Here, you can check out my gemstones. I don't need them right now.
Wow! Yay! Wow!
I know some of you are probably going to be like, why? So yeah, I've found some of the I've found some of the guardians, but haven't really like faced off against any of them. So it's just kind of whatever. It's fine. Plainland, how's the SWE job market in England? So SWE, I read as Society of Women Engineers. And if that's not what you were thinking, let me know. Yes, I will, in fact, buy a bunch of arrows. Take them all. Electrical resistance would be nice. I don't have any need for it right now, but some. Increase maximum stamina. I can find some tireless frogs eventually. Salmon. Super Rumor Mill X Volume 4. From the moment I wake to the moment I sleep. My mind is full of rumors. Even my dreams are gossipy. Tracy here. You fine folks keep up with dream rumors too, don't you? Well, this one's so good it might as well be a dream, so listen up, history buffs. This tidbit is about the brave soldiers who were tragically wiped out during the Great Calamity. Software engineer. Makes more sense now. So, I mean, personally I'm not looking, so I wasn't really paying any attention to it, and my spouse already has a job, so she wasn't really paying any attention to it, but generally speaking, I don't know. Like if we just pull up well, let's see. I see Wrexham is offering a 6,000 pound bounty for some no, I'm sorry. Other way around. Wrexham is offering a series of 12 courses, 12 modules for 6,000 pounds to gain practical skills in computer programming, mobile app development, and software solutions. Online MSc, Masters of Science, looks like CS in software engineering. That was not what I was looking for. You could apply to start at Sheffield Hallam University. That's actually where some of the other people on like Numberphile and stuff have been from. No, these are still programs. I don't know what... It's not what I was looking for at all. Software engineering jobs. In England. There we go. That's slightly better. Seeking software developers. Just taking one sort of at random. Take a starter assessment. complete engaging tasks, and you can get paid weekly, as this is Data Annotation Tech is the company. So this is like annotating, looks like, but also doing your own coding projects. So interesting. Pay increases as you master each product. Yeah, I could see that. Jaguar and Land Rover are looking for software engineers. Barclays of London. Skipton Building Society. That is, so building societies are like savings and loan over here. Yeah. Gov.uk, always needing extra people. So I'm seeing like there are multiple ads that are at least 2,000 like software engineering jobs. Who knows exactly, you know, where they're going to be, who they're for, and things like that, but looks like it's a pretty decent job market. Alright. Royal guards who protected the royal family. Amongst Hyrule's soldiers, only the best of the best had the honor of guarding the royal family. Apparently, the equipment they wore can still be found somewhere in Hyrule Castle, because they died there. They say a former maid spoke of treasure near the dining hall, in the guards' chamber, and on the second floor. I do hope one day Hyrule Castle is restored to its former glory, complete with royal guards. I wonder when a royal guard in shining armor will come sweep me off my feet. Tracy's recommendation, 5 stars. Yeah, we're not going there. You travel alone? This inn gets full of marks for beauty, so I highly recommend taking a rest here. The river here makes for some lovely scenery, and if you head northeast, you'll find Mileno Sandbar. The scenery is every bit as lovely as this. Every bit as lovely as the scenery here. Something of a connoisseur of beauty, you see. Simply cannot resist a beautiful sight. Try to exude this in all things, not the least my own beautiful experience. Speaking of, has anyone ever told you you have the most beautiful features? I do have many fond memories of this beautiful land. If you have time, will you indulge me? Not now. Cool. Let's get in this place so we can stop the battle music. Do I have DLCs? Yes. Yeah, so it's like all of the gear from other, Zelda games. Righto. Metal connections. Okay, here we can't actually make it all the way up to the top, so I'm gonna zap this and move it slightly. Put this one back on top. Nice. least not yet. Probably could have been more careful, but you know. Right, you climb the outside. I don't need him to be like helter-skelter like this. Never mind. Nope. Oop. Man, I was so careful the whole way over. What is that? I don't think I noticed that before. Oh, right. Nope. Too close. Oh, really? Jerks. Alright. Okay, and then we grab this. Too far? Maybe. Maybe. Yep. Just gotta fall on somebody and kill him. I'm the only one here. Yeah, pretty much. And there's so many individual items in this game in particular that just like I was hanging on to all of these weapons and things like that. It's like, oh no, can't get rid of it, but they just come and go so fast, might as well. Like, when do I ever need a torch, right? Like, right. Strange mask rumors. Yeah, okay, all the other ones. It's really weird that all of these came up and like, oh, go see this journal in the Outpost ruins, like, didn't come from anywhere. Xenoblade Chronicles. Find 3 locations and go find shooting stars. Day of Village ruins. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. Alright, let's pick red. We'll see how it goes. Alright. You need a leaf in order to do this one. So, like, I knew exactly what they were because I've played several other side quest type things in other games, which do actually, which do have a very similar bend to them. Nope. Ah, man. Anticipated going the other way. There we go. You're not Hestu, but you can see me. I didn't know your kind could see the children of the forest. Well, if you run into Hestu, please return this to him. My friends are hiding in lots of different places too. Don't be shy about poking your nose in suspicious places. Righto. I don't see any explosives. So instead, I'm going to make my own. Oh. Oh. Boo. short. Wow. Ooh, rupee. Mm. Almost hit a frog. Yeah, DLC being paid kind of does do that. But like I said, you know, Elder Scrolls, I think, uh, Oblivion, for example, did the same sort of thing. But it's not really surprising. Yes. 5 more arrows. Always a welcome sight, especially with how much I use. Or at the very least, how often I use them. Oh. Really? Okay. Ooh. Okay, this is a big Pokebat, I see. Great. So, if I remember correctly, there's a bunch of Octoroks over here. Just have to be kind of careful. Yep. That's the other thing about them. They're really good at distance. Good news for me, so am I. Whew. That rock closes the distance so fast. It's ridiculous. It doesn't give you time to, like, actually dodge. silent shroom. Ow. Jerk. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah. Got him. Oop, there it is. Iron shroom. That's the other one I was looking for. Hyrule Bass. Okay. No. Where's that punk? That's a big hole in the ground. Staminoka Bass. I mean... Nope. Okay. For a second I thought it might have been another Korok, but... Oh, right. Golfing. So close. No? Okay. Thought it wanted me to do it in one. Which, hey, I'll take if I can just push it directly in the hole. You found me. I feel like I remember fighting a guy around here. But maybe not. Nope. Okay, so we'll do this map and then probably call it a night. So we'll also check out who is available. Is that a raft? Yeah. That's suspicious. see who is on. Oh. Yeah. Right. Alright, cool. Nope. Made it. One heart. Or something that gets me... Nope. Nope. Badly damaged. Run! Nope. Yeah, nice. Do. Arrow farming. Alright. As much as I try, we do try to get over to these towers as high as possible, because otherwise it could just get to be a pain. That being said, the slower you go on this, the less stamina you actually end up using. I noticed that, like, if you use the jump at all, yes, you go a little faster, but you use up a lot more stamina in the long run. So you can climb the distance of the jump using, I don't know, probably like, it's probably only about 10% less stamina or something, but... But I don't know the exact numbers. But if you got some to burn. Woo. Okay. That was weird. Alrighty. And we get the map. Right. Oh no, okay, it is adjacent. I was not seeing. I got distracted by trying to figure out a raid target, and I was like, oh, man, those aren't even connected. But yeah, it's the river. Anyway, so we will definitely come back to this. We are going to be streaming a shake a sensor. We will be playing Good Job again with the Elements crew at the very least next Monday, but we discussed that there may be some opportunities for other streams in order to make it a little bit easier for us to get it done at some point in the near future. Not that way. There. Right. Probably up that way. Anyway, next time that we are on the Switch, then we'll do some. We'll also be doing some Breath of the Wild, and yeah, no, we'll play this until whenever. We're also in the middle of a run of Chants of Sennar, and so that'll be like a linguistics day where we'll just choose like maybe not even an assigned day. We'll figure it out. I should probably post a schedule somewhere. Work out a schedule somewhere. Whatever. It'll be fine. At any rate, we Justice from the Gigglepuss gang came by earlier and stopped in to say hi, so I think we'll raid him back. So I hope you all have a good start to your week. We're going to be coming back with math stuff tomorrow night, provided that I'm feeling alright. There's been a bug going around the house, so we'll see how things go. And again, math stuff should be tomorrow night. We'll be doing some more Elements crew stuff on Monday, and probably Chants of Sennar on Friday. So we'll see how that goes. Hope you all have a good rest of your week, and hope to see you tomorrow. So have a good night. Yep, and oh, and yes, thank you, Kula Yellow, for subbing. So, anyway, good night, everybody.